2 News anchor Russ McCaskey talks to Lieutenant Governor Todd Lamb.
Well, with Lieutenant Governor Todd Lamb, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Russ.
Obviously, you got a big project going on right now, the Safe Schools Committee and Initiative. Tell us a little bit about how that's going and where you are in the process.
Well, we've just named the commission members, 22 from around the state. We're talking from Shattuck, western Oklahoma, to Wilburton, southeast Oklahoma. Tulsa's represented, Bartlesville, Claremore, around Tulsa, in Tulsa. A good group of people that are willing to serve: law enforcement experts, mental health experts, superintendents, principals, educators, district attorney. Everybody's represented on this commission, parents, school board members, and we'll have the first meeting in just a few days from now here at the state capitol. We will meet up until March and make some suggestions to the legislature.
What goals do you have, just in general, to try to make schools safer?
Yeah, well, the overall general goal, of course, is to make sure that we do all we can to make sure Oklahoma students, and the Common Ed system, the Oklahoma students, are the best protected in the entire country. That's our goal as Oklahomans, of course. We'll address school safety, a thorough, comprehensive analysis of where we are in school safety, school security, what we need to do to address those issues to make sure our kids remain very safe in the classroom.
You know, one of the things that's going to come up is people say, well, maybe, we should have principals or teachers who are certified to be able to carry weapons. Some people may be comfortable with that, some people not. And then obviously there's a middle ground for people who, like law enforcement has had non-lethal weapons and so forth, pepper spray guns and guns that shoot beanbags, things like that. Are you going to look at those kinds of issues?
Well, I would imagine every issue will be on the table. Now, what I've said many times, the gun control issue will not be on the table. Gun control won't. That's a federal issue, being consumed on the federal level. But everything else, I would imagine this commission will take up, discuss, and talk about.
And I understand that you've been looking at some of the architecture things about how people get into schools.
Right, important point you make. We have an architect on the commission who has designed schools, built schools. He's going to provide a lot of expertise, maybe not to retrofit, but maybe not to retrofit, but in the future, as we build new schools, what needs to be considered.
Now, you mentioned that you have a mental health professional on there, and there's been a lot of talk about that. Maybe we should look at guns, but maybe we should also look at mental health. And Oklahoma, over the last 25 years, has probably been scaling back to a certain point on mental health. The last couple of years, I think they've added a little more money towards it. Is that going to be like a major push to kind of look at, are we doing enough along those lines?
Well, mental health is very important because nobody can say with a straight face, you're in your right mind and lucid and sane and pick up a weapon and go hurt, maim, and kill innocent children. Mental health is a big issue in this debate.
Do you think that Oklahoma's doing enough right now? Are there enough options out there when it comes to mental health?
Remains to be determined. That's why we have mental health professionals on the commission. We'll have the state mental health department make a presentation to the commission. So we're going to look at this with every lens possible.
Okay, and so some deadlines, because you hope to get some legislation this year. So you're kind of looking at getting at least some ideas through March. Once you get past that, is this something that you'll continue on maybe for another year or two?
Well, I think it's important to note that this commission is not a commission in perpetuity. This is not a commission, an everlasting commission. This is date specific, time specific. Our deadline is March. We'll make any proposals and suggestions, written report to the legislature. It's my hope, a written report to the legislature. And if they want us to look at anything else, we'll be happy to do that. But I told the commission members when they were asked to serve, this will be a set amount of time. March of 2013 is our deadline, and we'll go from there.
All right, let's talk about one other quick thing, because I know that you're very involved with small business and so forth. It is an exciting time for small business. How's that going in Oklahoma?
It's very exciting. Roughly 97.2% of Oklahoma is made up by small business. Over 97%. So as a small business advocate in the governor's cabinet, that's a role I take very seriously. Last year, Oklahoma led the nation in net job growth at different times. We led the nation in manufacturing job growth at a growth rate of 6.7% at different times. And Tulsa was a key component in this fact. We led the nation in statewide unemployment, with states populated with 2 million or more. So Oklahoma's on the move. We're on the cusp of a renaissance, very exciting times, but we always must address challenges and impediments to growth, and that's why just very recently I issued the Lieutenant Governor's Policy and Issues Report, and it echoes what I heard this past year in my town hall meetings in every county, mind you. I went to every county for the 4th time in my career, what business owners and employers are saying.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks,
Todd
Russ.
Lamb. Thanks.
Thank you.